Hello, today I'm going to show you two new features that are now online. There's another one that's still being considered, but I'd really like to get your feedback to see if we're on the right track. And then to wrap up the video, a final little teaser for the new web quote, which will be online very soon. So it really won't be long now, and I'll show you 2 or 3 more images without revealing everything. All right, let's get started. We talked about the template editor and for PDFs in the classic quote version, having the possibility. Here, let me show you. I'll just pick any one. Let's go with this one to have PDF page break sections. So it's useful for the quote section, but it's even more useful and more requested, as you've told me, for the travel journal section. So let's go straight to the travel journal. I'll pick any travel journal, and you see the little pop-up that tells you you have new PDF page break sections. So if you need it now for your PDF printouts, and I know it was requested, you can enable it. It's disabled by default, so there's no impact, but you can enable it each time here. So we've added sections wherever it was relevant. Of course, it's up to you to let us know while testing if a particular section is missing, etc. But by default, it's disabled. And then you can enable whatever interests you in the way you want to present it. So you have your different page breaks each time there's a relevant spot. That's it for this new feature, which is now live, of course, on all domains. I'm going to show you a small new feature in the logistics section for sending a payment email. We've been asked to differentiate between the reservation part when sending a reservation and the financial part when sending a payment so that it doesn't necessarily come from the same account and so you can configure it. All right, let me show you that right now. Let's get started. First, I'm going to go to my settings section. You know that you can configure the sending of your emails directly from the setup of your logistics centers, which you can find under settings and logistics. Next, I'm going to go into my logistics centers. The little new feature, as you'll see right away, is that if I look here, for example, at a Gap Magic, all the way to the right, you have a type, general, booking, or finance. So I'm going to show you how it works right now. I'll take an example. If I look at a random logistics line, I'll take this one. If I look on the right, I'm on the demo center. I'm going to check right away what that corresponds to. Okay, I'll close this, sorry. So to begin, I'm going to navigate to the demo center. I will locate it here. And the demo center is essentially an email that has been sent from Agate Togonet. Therefore, I am now going to proceed with testing it. If I send an email here, let's test it right away. Send an email. It will automatically send it to me from Agate. So we're operating in the usual way. We're going to send the email to the supplier directly from Agate. Now, from my settings, I can add an operational center that we can call finance. Here, I've called it Magic Finance. Magic is our test domain. Here, it should send from the email Sebastiane Togonet. And so I've put it in the finance category. Let's see what happens. So I'm back in my logistics section. I'm still on Demo Center, so the email will automatically be sent from the Agate email. But if I use email sending from Toogo, meaning the automatic email, here you'll see that it's sent directly from Sebastian. So it makes the distinction for you. If there's a financial part, it's really convenient. You send confirmation emails with a specific email address. And if there are bookings, it's handled directly as a booking section. So that's the little new feature. Just as a quick reminder, it's a very simple process. You can easily go into your account settings and manage your type right here to choose either finance or booking options. I'm going to tell you about a really effective way to customize your screen's appearance and functionality. So here, I'm actually working within a comprehensive product database, which is quite extensive. I'm in the additional cost section. We were asked to work on this in the additional cost section, but the idea is to develop it everywhere to make your view easier. And you can see here in the additional cost section, I have a view that's different from the one you have. I have the cost per person from packs to packs, some information, but I don't have all the information that exists. Why? because in this area, I never use the other fields and I want to clear up my view and focus only on what I use and nothing else. You see here, the development is about adding this little gear icon that allows you to define right here the fields you want to use. And you can see that in my additional costs, I decided to include only 9 fields out of 18. So it's really simple. You have the option, for example, to say, I need an additional comment. I click on comment, I click on save, and you can see right away that now the comment appears. So it's really a customization based on what you need. It helps to clarify your field. And also what's interesting is that it's linked to your user account. So you'll be able to set it up according to your own preferences. If you're a logistician, if you're more in sales or a manager, there are fields that interest you and others that don't as much. So you'll have the option to customize the view if that's something you're interested in. Let me know if that's something you'd like. For example, I personally wanted this feature to be available on the group screen. Here on the group screen, we have an overall view. Well, I would probably be interested in having, for example, a field for the confirmation date. So here, you'll be able to filter all your groups by the confirmation date. And that's useful for the logistics or financial side to say, look, I have a file that just got confirmed, so I have actions to take. Right now, it doesn't appear, but this field does exist nonetheless. It's in the fields that are here, but we could absolutely say, hey, I'm interested in this field, so I can add it. So there you go. That's the suggestion. Let me know what you think about it so we can decide whether to move forward with this development on the different screens to customize your view. And here, just for fun, you actually had a little option available to you to manage your various columns. I don't even know if you were fully aware of this, but the significant complexity was that it wasn't properly saved, so it wasn't directly linked to a specific user profile at all. You had the option to change the display directly, but as soon as you refreshed your cookies or started a new session, well, this feature would no longer appear. Hence, the compelling idea of having something that is a bit more permanent, enduring, and directly and intrinsically tied to your individual user profile has emerged as a practical and desirable solution.